Hey, hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I'm going to answer a question I get all the time, and that is, am I too old to go back to college? So whether you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, whatever age you are, I'm going to help you not make an emotional decision. I'm going to help you make a calculated decision, show you how to figure out how much your income is going to increase according to your exact age and when you're going to retire. So if that sounds good to you, let's dive in.
Hi, I'm Ryan Swayt, and I used to be a two-time college dropout, making just $12 an hour. Then I learned how to hack college and earned an entire bachelor's degree in 9 months flat. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll show you how.
All right, so a big problem that I see is when people are trying to decide if they're too old to go back to college, they make an emotional decision. They think college is hard, college is this, college is expensive, and based on emotions, we tend to tell ourselves we can't do it. It's too hard, we can't do it. Well, I'm going to help you get rid of those emotions and show you how to make a calculated decision so that you know how much your income is going to increase with a college degree. And you're going to weigh out a good handful of things, and then you can use these strategies to make the best decision for you personally, not what everyone else says, what is best for you personally. So we're going to jump straight over to my computer screen, and I'm going to show you a pretty cool tool, okay? We're going to jump over here to Zippia.com, okay? And I'm going to leave a link to this resource down below. But basically, this article is by Chris Colmar. Really, really, really good information, okay? And as we can see here, he has calculated using tons of data from the United States, okay, from the government, data on income levels according to college grads, stuff like that. And he's saying that on average, a college degree is worth $1.5 million, okay? That's the amount of money more people with college degrees make on average than people without college degrees. And it increases, that's for a bachelor's degree, okay? Increases the more college you get, but that's calculated based off of if you go from high school to college and you spend your entire career with that college degree, okay? But if you're in a situation where you're a little bit older, there's a cool tool, we're gonna scroll down here, that's gonna show you exactly how to calculate basically how much your income can increase according to your age. And there's a tool right here. So you're just going to scroll down until you see this tool. The link, again, down below in the description. But it's basically a calculator, okay? And you plug in your age, okay? I'm 33 years old right now, okay? I already have a bachelor's degree, but I'm going to pretend like I don't, okay? And my current level of education, I'm going to pretend like I have a high school diploma. Okay, and then my new level of education, I will pretend like I'm going to get a bachelor's degree, okay? And age of retirement, it depends on what you want, but the default is 66. I'll just keep it at the default because that would be pretty cool to retire at 66 and not have to work into my 70s. So all I'm going to do is click here, what is my ROI? And boom, instantly you see that in this situation, if I were to get a degree right now, I'd make $543,000 more by the end of my career, okay? Now let's mess around with a few different things. Let's say I wanted to go get a master's degree, okay? What's my ROI? It's pushing closer to $600,000 more by the end of my career. Now let's say you're 40 years old, okay? You want to go from a high school degree to a master's degree, $417,000 more by the end of your career. So this is an easy way, and of course these are averages. In my opinion, if you are a good employee, your increased earnings will be above average in most cases. Obviously depends on the career you choose and what companies you're working for and things like that. But when average numbers are calculated by the government, it's everybody, okay? And there are a lot of people in our country that are not good employees, that drag their feet, they show up to work just to get a paycheck, they go through the motions, they don't give all of their energy and talents while they're at work to the company that they're working for. Well, if you are a good employee and you're a hard worker and you know how to get promotions and management positions and all that stuff, your numbers should be even better than these, okay? Now, one thing that you're going to need to do is you need to take these numbers and you need to compare them to what you're going to be sacrificing to get that college degree, okay? So if you know, okay, I'm 40 years old, if I go have a master's degree, I'm going to make $420,000 more by the end of my career. Well, what's it going to take you to get that, okay? Are you going to have to give up your job for 6 years to go back to college? And what's that going to cost you in lost income and in tuition? What's that going to cost you? And you can compare that to how much more money you'll make. Now, you can be in a situation where you're like, you know what? I don't want to sit in the classroom. I want to go to school online and I'm going to work full time while I do it. Okay. And if that takes you 6 years, is this pay raise that we just calculated, is that worth that time and effort? Now, most people that I work with, and this was me, myself included, I dropped out of college twice, went back for a third time at almost 30 years old. And I thought, you know what? 4 years of sitting in a classroom. And now I've learned since that the average bachelor's degree is earned in more than 6 years. So it actually takes longer than 4 years. I decided for myself it was not worth it. I didn't have 6 years to give. I didn't have the money to put towards the tuition. But I decided to go to school, get a degree in a very different way, different strategy, same exact degree, different approach, okay? Basically what I did was I tested out of all my classes, and it sounds way harder than it is. It's actually a lot easier than sitting in a classroom for years and years. And I worked full time while I did this, and in a 9-month span, literally 9 months, I earned my entire bachelor's degree. To me, that was worth it, okay? I didn't realize I'd finish that fast when I started doing this, but that's worth it in my opinion, right? And you have to compare your own opinion. If you were able to get an entire bachelor's degree in less than a year for a couple of semesters worth of tuition, say $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, but you knew that you were going to get a $400,000 plus pay raise by the end of your career, you can calculate that and decide if that's worth it to you. So if sitting in a classroom for 6 years, getting a degree that way is not worth it, there are other ways to earn college degrees even faster. And the cool thing is you spend less money, it's faster, and you come away with the exact same degree. And there are universities all across the country that allow you to do this. So this is how you calculate and determine whether going back to college is worth it for you and whether you're too old for college or not. Now, if you do feel like it would be worth it, if you could get your degree in as little as 6 to 12 months for way less money, I actually teach people how to do that. Okay. Most people that work with me shoot to get their degrees in less than a year. The oldest person that I'm currently working with is 68 years old. So it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, this is a very viable strategy. And I call it degree hacking. Okay. If you'd like to hack college, graduate in months instead of years, and save a whole bunch of money on tuition, what I'll do is I'll leave a link down below in the video description to a free tutorial, totally free, no strings attached, where I walk you through the 3-step process of degree hacking. This is the process that helped me earn an entire bachelor's degree in just 9 months while working a full-time job with a family, with a wife, with children, and I was able to do it in my spare time. If that sounds good to you, I'll leave that link down below in the description. I hope this video helps you make a logical decision instead of an emotional decision, because a lot of times when we make emotional decisions, we determine for ourselves we can't do it, it's too hard. That's what our brains do. Naturally, we as human beings, we tend to think the worst, right? This strategy will help you make a calculated decision based on how much money you're going to make by the end of your career and you can compare which jobs you'll be working. Are you going to have more flexibility? Are you going to work cooler jobs that you like more? If that's the case, you might end up in a situation where you feel like it is a good move to go back to college. I hope this video's helped. If you like videos like this, I teach people how to graduate faster, how to save money on tuition, and all sorts of cool things related to going to college in a different way without following the crowd and doing the homework and all that stuff. If you are interested in that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you in the next video.